Hey, you guys, welcome back to another review of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Real Housewives of Boring Atlanta, shall I say? So yeah, this is for Patreon only. So I said I was gonna review the whole show, recap it, and how many episodes we got? Lord, I don't know if we're gonna make it to the end. It just ain't giving nothing, like nothing. But anyway, I'm wasting time telling and getting nothing. So let's just go ahead and get into it. And when I get finished with this video, I'm gonna make another video and explain why you guys I have just been very slow in kind of putting out you know, just been slow, y'all. I have been so freaking sleepy, like for it seemed like a month. Just and I'm getting sleep, but I'm just it's never enough. Like I'm sleeping now. But I'm gonna talk about that because that had something to do with the HRT and everything and the pellets. And I know somebody, I think it was Angel, she wanted me to make a video on, the HRT and how things are going in that. And so I got my second pellet today. And so I'm gonna do a separate video and talk about that. But let's go ahead and get into this. If you watched the RHOA, then this recap is gonna be quick and easy because it really wasn't giving nothing, even though y'all was in Birmingham. Yeah. And the classic is everything. I just want to reiterate that our classic is everything. So yes, Kenya messed up when she caught the flu, I guess. She could have been faking, but anyway. Okay. Well, fever was 100 and something, so they say. But anyway, so it started out with well, it said, they talk about the last episode where Marlo slammed the door on Manetta, and girl, you slammed the door. Like, I don't understand. People be thinking they can lie and they forget that they being filmed the whole time. I don't get it. I don't understand what's up with the lies, but she slammed the door on that girl. So it is what it is. Yeah. And probably when she did push that door was super heavy, but she didn't have all that power to like slam it. But all she did was, she did have force when she did that. But I think it was hard for her to do that. But anyway, that's a non-factor, child. But anyway, so so Manetta is calling Kenya because Manetta was like, "This is my girl, and she got me down here and stuff like that, or whatever." And um Kenya was upset because she was saying, "Who was that was kicking on my door?" And Sheree was like, "Well, that was Marlo. That wasn't me." Of course, they keep showing the clips of Sheree kick the door. Now she wasn't banging. To me, she did a little funny little light kick, but it wasn't nothing like Marlo big feet to me. Was bam 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 kicking on it like that. But anyway, um Kenya told them, like she really just want her core group of girls here. The rest of the girls can go home. Now I wanted to know who the core was. Did she not call out names or what? But she said the rest of y'all can go home. So Sanya was like, Marietta, give me the phone. And she was like, listen, I wanted to know like what we're doing, like why are we here and what we're doing. And Kenya was just very rude and she was like, well, you can just go home. Like, girl, first of all, they came for you. They came to support you. And because Marlo did what she did, or because you got mad at that, then you just, take it out on everybody and just, Kenya is rude. She's very rude. I don't know if I ever knew that this girl was this rude, but I probably did. But I ain't never really have it for Kenya like that. But anyway, so the girl is very, very rude. Anyway, so Sanya got upset, and so she was like, "Girl, you ain't said but a word, honey. I can be going somewhere making money." Then they showed a playback from I don't know if it was last season, whatever. Where Hun King got into it and stuff, and Saint Tanya, whatever. Sanya. So she really and truly was standing up for herself. I didn't see that season. And she was like, "Girl, what you expect me to do? You expect me to call you? You expect me to run behind you and stuff like that?" So she's just not here for it. So she gonna grab her stuff and she was like, "Well, I'm out, girl. You ain't said nothing but a word. Bye." So um so Marlo said, Courtney kind of, being the go between or the person that kind of calm Marlo down to talk to her and stuff like that. So they outside. Yeah, they got the card. They're showing the sheriff cards and stuff like that. I think they were just really. I think they was kind of blocking Rose off. Now where that hotel is at, which I don't know exactly where it is, and I should have. I should have rolled around there because I work down there in that area, but I'm not sure exactly where it's at. But I should have went to look for it, unless they changed the name. But anyway, um, so yeah, I think what it was is that they like to have all these different roadblocks. Like if you go to Railroad Park, which where we had filmed the announcement about the dating thing or whatever, is not too far from there. And so they probably just had the sheriffs there to kind of, traffic, block off roads and all that stuff. So it wasn't like, to me, and, I don't want nobody to think that there was something going on. Like Birmingham, please don't believe all the hype you hear about Birmingham. But, well, I guess if they be on the first 48 all the time, then child, it is what it is. Oh, well, anyway. I'm moving along. I was trying to, cut us some slack, but anyway, so yeah, so she texts King and stuff like that. And she was like, "Girl, you rude, you this, you that, or whatever." Marlo just continued to go in. So Sonya was like, "Girl, I'm out. Peace out." Like that Nene thing. Peace out. So she said she was gone. So they showed Candy and Todd. And they showed the clips of, I think Candy Todd was talking about BravoCon, but they did show the clips of where Candy told King, "I'm not coming, girl, or I got an awards thing or something to do, and girl, I'm not missing that for you." And King was like, "Girl, that's how much she care about you. Like she's not gonna miss nothing." And the way she said it was so dismissive. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, "King, I'm so sorry, girl." And I think that she probably didn't know that she was being filmed or whatever, or maybe they weren't paying her attention. But she was like, "Girl, I'm not coming to that thing, girl. I'm not gonna miss that for you." Mm-mm. So it was very dismissive, but that's okay because I'm sure that that's the energy that Kenya give off. So she give off that dismissive herself, where she dismiss other people. So she just give it back, honey. Let me tell you something about me. Tell you something about me. Let me tell you something about me. Call it petty, call it what you want to, but I've learned over the years, I don't know, 5, 10 years or whatever. I've learned over the years to kind of give people the energy that they give me. I can be very like loving, like just especially with my friends and stuff like that. Like I like to spoil them. Now, if they're on another level of spoil, then I may not be able to spoil them on their level. But I do like to spoil my friends, and you know what I'm saying. But once I see that I'm giving a whole lot, and now it's not being reciprocated, not it don't even have to be to the level I'm doing it, but it's just not being reciprocated a lot or a little or halfway, then I start putting all the way back, and I'm gonna give you what you give me. So that is what. But I'm not saying friends, but you know what I'm saying, because I would have that conversation with somebody. But anyway, yeah, I done had friends like that, y'all. Then I start pulling back. Then next thing you know, honey, the friendship is just severed. So because I can give a whole lot. And I think sometimes people in my past friendships have expected me to, because they was used to me giving a whole lot. And I don't mean just buying stuff, just being there, doing a lot of stuff for them, and I didn't see a lot of that in return. So I pulled back or just gave them what I was giving them, and then it became a problem because I wasn't giving them what I was giving them before, but I was just feeding off your energy. I'm giving you back what you gave me. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like that, but I think that's what Candy was doing to Kenya. So anyway, her and Todd was talking about, the thing with Mama Joyce. And Candy was like, "I'm gonna talk to her. Let's be real. Let's be honest. Honest. For me, Candy does not have a storyline. So we're gonna go way back, even if it's BravoCon. Even if this was all a setup for us to talk about what she was gonna say, tell her what she was gonna say, trip on Todd, and then come on here and let's talk about it for the new season on how you dislike Todd." Like, come on, y'all. Mama Joy's been talking about Todd for the longest. I think it's funny, but you know what I'm saying? I'm sure it does make Todd feel some type of way or whatever. But yeah, she don't have to talk about it. But what else does Mama Joyce have except but to talk about Todd? Like that's to me, that's her storyline. That's who she is. She funny with it, she witty with it, and it is what it is. And that's kind of like, the thing that Mama Joy's been around just talking about Todd. Like that's been her whole storyline. What else she got? As far as I know. Like, what else does Mama Joyce has? To me, she don't have anything else. So, like, leave the lady alone. Let her be. So, like, yeah, that's my mother-in-law. She love to crack jokes. Let's move on. You know what I'm saying? But then I get it. Nobody don't hear that all the time. But this is reality TV. Y'all need a storyline. Y'all need something to talk about. So in one scene, we're gonna. Anyway, let me wait. So Kenya called our Birmingham, our EMT people on Birmingham. Shout out to Birmingham EMT. And that's what called EMT emergency. ENT. Yeah. Don't ask me what that means. I forgot. Anyway, so shout out to our peeps. So they went down there and check on Kenya. Kenya called 911. She was not finna call them friends that was in this. I'm like, girl, you call 911 before you call, or you call 911, but can you please call the people that is with you, not just your nanny, your sister, whoever with you, but can you please call the girls that's a part of this cast that they came down here to Birmingham with you? So Sheree had to find out because she heard all the commotion. But production could have told her that. But she heard all the commotion outside her room, so she decided to come out and say, okay, what's up? Oh, King, what's going on? But instead of telling them or telling your sister, hey, reach out to Sheree and let her know, whatever, I just thought that was tacky. Like, I thought it was tacky. She in the bed. Like, she in the bed, so she definitely, if she called 911, honey, she was not suffering no heart attack. She could at least told Sheree or told her assistant, because I'm quite sure she told him. So they had to come in there and check on her and everything, and it seemed like, they got on the stretcher. Now, I know the girl was sick, but it was funny how they had on the stretcher like that. I said, why she sitting up? The people, they didn't cover her. She a superstar. She's a celebrity. They didn't cover her face like they do the celebrities. You know what I'm saying? They're going to either take you out the back door or put some over your head. They didn't do that to Kenya. Why they had the girl sitting on the stretcher like, and she was sitting up like, that's okay then, girl. And then I said, oh, traffic going by. Was this? Okay, so Mad City class normal on a Saturday. Was that Saturday morning? Probably was Saturday morning. Yeah, so it was normal on the Saturday. So it probably was Saturday morning and stuff like that. I wish I had known, honey. I would have run right on down there past that and everything, honey, trying to see King sitting up on that stretcher like that. So, yeah. Excuse me. So anyway, so she in the stretcher. I wonder where did she go? At the time, she probably went to Princeton. Princeton is it's just an older hospital, put it like that. But she probably went to UAB, which is not too far from where she was, and UAB is one of our, bigger hospital that's and a lot of people probably have heard of it. UAB is very, big. Well, a lot of people, they do studies and all that stuff like that or whatever. So anyway, so Sheree calls the girls in to her room, let them know what was going on, what she found out, and everything. So everybody want to get sentimental. They call King after they just got finished fussing and cussing, acting a fool in Birmingham and everything. And now it's like, ooh, woo, 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 woo. Woo, woo, woo. So, you know what I'm saying? They, feeling all this type of way about King and everything. And, they say a prayer. And if it's authentic, hey, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Let all that stuff go. Girl, I apologize. I'm sorry. Like Marlo said, we're up here, arguing about petty stuff. And this girl could have, anything could have happened. And then Monyetta shared about, something happening to, I think she said her grandmother. I'm sorry, I write it down. Something happening to her loved one, and I think her loved one had passed, and she kind of break down in tears and everything. So they had a kumbaya moment. So let's see. So I think they did bring up the fact about that door again or whatever, and Marlo said, "Girl, I ain't do that. That door heavy." So let's go to where Sheree is bringing Kenya, like, all the goodies to help her with her flu, because come to find out she got the flu and everything. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Oh, I skipped a part. I skipped a part. But I wanted to say too, this is when the girls was the next day. Yeah, I skipped one part, but anyway, I meant it when she was talking about in the room, and then on one part where it was the next day, and they was all about to leave. You know, saying Sonya, she went ahead and left, but you got Courtney, you got Marlo, you got Mayetta, and you got Sheree. That's what's left. So they downstairs, and so I think that was Sheree said, you know, the restaurant was closed, so it probably was on a Sunday. So I got y'all some Uber Eat for breakfast, and so you know, they excuse me, I'm so sorry. I told y'all I be sleeping, honey. I be sleeping, honey. I can sleep in the 8, 9 hours, still be sleeping. Wake up sleeping. So anyway, so Mayetta, no, Marlo was just saying, I think that was King Sonya. Sorry. Sheree. Sheree was just saying, you know, she checked on Kenya, you know, she got the flu, she got a fever of 100 and some. And I guess the flu was just going around because Drew had it and all that stuff. And so Marlo would say, yeah, I think Sheree was saying, you know, she's still in the hospital or something like that. They were gonna keep her or whatever. And Marlo said, yeah, I did send her some flowers to her room, but they said she had checked out, honey. So I don't know who lying. So I don't know if maybe it was just a timing thing, and maybe she had checked out by the time Sheree. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so let's move on to where now everybody back in Atlanta. Sheree stopped by Kenya house to bring her, you know, like all the organic, the herbal stuff to help her with, you know, the flu and everything. And Kenya just coughing and didn't look like she covered their mouth. Like, I know that that's your space, but girl, camera crew in there, and I'm sure they mask up. And then Sheree in there, and she ain't got no mask. So she's like, so Kenya was just saying that she hate that she missed the Magic City class. You know, she had her outfit, her like uniform. She said she's never been to a HBCU. She would have loved to be just in their environment. Let me tell you something. If you ain't never been to a HBCU college game, I'll tell you, I go for the bands. Period. That's all. And I'll get to looking at the football, then I get sleepy or something like that, and want to get up and walk. So yeah, HBCU is the best. I always go. When I used to go to the Magic City Classic, go for the bands and the bands only to see State and A&M battle it out. So yeah, the bands is everything, and I know that Kenya would just enjoy being on that field. I used to be in a marching band. That's a whole nother story. When I was in elementary school, but like, no, I was in middle school, so I was like seventh grade, and I ain't play that clarinet for real. Child, Millie Vanilli and big time. I just wanted to go to dance. I love to dance. I still like to dance, and so yeah, I just wanted to do a dance routine. Child, I could care less about instrument and playing. I was not going to be a majorette. I was not going to be a dance girl or nothing like that, because our middle school band was like high school. Like, our band teacher did not play. Like, she didn't play at all. And so yeah, we danced like high school students. And so yeah, we would put our instruments down, get out there. So I've been on the field. I've been out there on the football field and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a whole vibe. And yeah, it's a whole vibe. So HBCU, being out there, yeah, and just being in that environment, it is everything. So anyway, let's move on. So yeah, she just said she missed it. It goes against her brand and stuff like that. But anyway, so they talk about Marlo kicking the door. Sheree said she didn't do it. Brooklyn with her cute self come on in there, and she did. I thought she finna do some dancing, honey, but she did some karate. So she let you know, honey, I would chop you up, honey, like sushi. Chop you like the hibachi grill. So anyway, so she is super cute. So Ray was talking about, you know, she's dealing with fibroids, and Kenya said that she's had hers removed, or she had them shrunk. She had surgery several times, but they do grow back. So Sheree is in a dilemma because she said she don't want to have surgery because she can't, you know, she'll be down to 6 to 8 weeks and she can't do that. So let's move on to, now we're gonna talk about Mama Joyce and Candy. This gonna be real quick because, you know, Candy, like, now first of all, I didn't know that. Now I know that they blur out some name brand stuff, you know what I'm saying? But Candy had on, what was it? I forgot the name brand that she had on. I was like, they didn't blur that out, but they blurred out Manetta, aka thing. But I've seen them blurred out other stuff, not just, aka or some fraternity. I've seen them blurred out names, so I guess they didn't blur that out. But anyway, so yeah, so Candy is talking to her mama, and of course they talk about the BravoCon, and she was like, what I'm saying, I'm just telling my truth. Child, he need to lighten up. She said most of the time when I come over here, what I'm saying, he back there asleep, so I don't get a chance to interact with him anyway, and that's why I don't come over here. I don't come over here like that anyway, so what I'm saying, Centaur. Kendra's like, Mama, not Kendra. Candy was like, Mama, I have been with this man for 9 years, and you still talking about the same thing. Aren't you concerned about your grandchildren? Don't you love them? Yeah, I love them. Well, ain't you afraid that he gonna like even little Ace? Ain't you afraid that he gonna grow up one day and see that you sitting up here dogging his dad and stuff? She was like, well, first of all, he needs to train Ace on the things that a man's supposed to do, like take out the trash. I was like, okay, you talking. That's good, but if y'all rich and got some money and stuff like that, a lot of kids, rich kids don't take out trash. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they have nannies or maids or whoever to do stuff like that. But yeah, that's one thing that Ace may not be just that regular kid. You know what I'm saying? So come on, Mama, just get with it now. But she was just saying, Todd need to train him how to do that. And she said when I first met him, he was like meek and mild and stuff like that. Now he like George Jefferson, hun. I guess he think, you know what I'm saying? He be on and stuff, Then of course they showed a little clip with him with that little white brim hat and stuff. So I forgot how they got on the strip club and everything. And Candace said, well, we go to the strip club together. Mama just like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be doing some stuff, But yeah, so Candace was like, Mom, where your man at? She said, well, I ain't got none. She said, exactly, Mom, just leave my man alone, and then she said, okay, let's do counseling. I'm like, come on, Candy, can you come up with something else? Like, we finna do counseling because your mama talking about this man on stuff that this man that been doing or did long time ago. Like, come on, what we finna counsel on? She's still gonna be Mama Joyce. I think it's just lame. I think it's lame. It's so evident for a storyline because Mama Joyce was like, yeah, okay, you know what I'm saying? And you could tell Mama Joyce is just getting older. You could just tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all get older, but you can just tell. To me, I just think that she's in here just to help Candace's storyline. But we'll see, honey, because next we're gonna see Candace once again trying to fight somebody, trying to fight Marlo. I had but this. That was the first one. I wish I could choke you. So that's the second one. Like, this what we giving. And we already know what the streets saying. You know what I'm saying? The streets are saying that Atlanta gotta go. They out of here. It's been said that the cast are now in fear of their job because people are tired of the same old, same old. They say that Candace bored and they're saying that the show is boring. And so, I think that they said that she is one of the highest paid housewives on RHOA, and they may replace her with somebody else because, a lot of stuff just not giving or paying what it used to pay. And so they was like, we out of here. So a lot of them are in fear of their jobs. And hey, it is what it is. I think they should get rid of everybody because nobody's giving nothing. Not nobody. Now, do we want to see Portia again? It's probably interesting to see how her and Simon live, but I think just a whole new cast will be good. That's what I don't want to see King. I don't want to see none of them. I hope they built up some money so they can, I'm besides King. I hope the rest of them built up something. So, and besides the ones that came on rich. So anyway, let's move. Sorry, that was my alarm. So Ken, you want to meet up with Sheree and Drew, and they're gonna do the drip, the IV drip. I would like to do that. I gotta find somewhere here to where we can do the IV drip because I think that would be very good for me and Eddie to get that done. So Sheree brought up the fact that yeah, she got a beef with Drew because Drew said that, she thought she was gonna get some she by Sheree, but she didn't get nothing. I think she was on somebody's podcast and she said that, and Drew kind of explained, well, I thought I was getting some, but I didn't. And they showed where they was bringing on. I guess at the reunion they was bringing out stuff for the cast, but she said she didn't get it. Sheree was like, "Well, girl, that really was mine. I don't even know why they brought that out." Sheree, come on now. It looked like they brought out specific bags for everybody. Like, I don't know. Like, stop the capping. That's what the young folks say. Stop lying, Sheree. Like, girl, stop lying. You ain't had nothing for them folks. Period. And Drew had said, Sheree be talking about, she don't pay people. So, then they showed that clip of when that guy was saying that, she didn't pay. And I heard the same thing, that Sheree don't like to pay people. Can't afford to, like to, whatever. Kenya brought up the fact too that Marlo, the situation with Marlo and everything. So of course, we got to rehash this. Drew said that yeah, Marlo was popping off, and she was upset because she didn't say the word shoot. Yeah, she didn't say the word shoot. But Drew lying, telling us, I'm from wherever she said she from, and we don't say shoot. It's the stupid line for me. Like, if you gonna lie, let it make some kind of sense. But not saying a word because of where you live at or where you from is very stupid, to say the least. So they showed the clip where the girl was saying shooting. Now, Marlo said she just didn't want to say that word because she didn't want to trigger Candy and didn't want to, so she's trying to ease her way in there. But that's why. Ugh. Lord have mercy. Mm. So, they talk about the fact too that, the girl said in Alabama, see, Alabama, honey, we had brought the peace and stuff, but they went back to Atlanta, went back, got wretched. So when they were in Alabama, they said, listen, we're going to just be in a positive space, be peaceful and all that stuff, going forward. Of course, we're going to see next week, but that's not going to happen. So anyway, it just seemed like Marlo versus almost everybody. And I guess they need a storyline, so they need somebody to be in cahoots with and bicker with. Oh, child, I hope they cut some of these episodes out so this will not be a long season at all, because I'm already bored. So on that note, you guys, if you watched, if y'all want me to continue to do this, hit the thumbs up. If you already hit the thumbs up when you came in here and you don't want me to do it no more, take your thumbs up back. It don't matter. When we in Patreon, you don't even have to hit the thumbs up because it ain't getting pushed up in no algorithm because it's only for a collective of people. But yeah, if I don't see no thumbs up and I see views, I may stop doing this, y'all. We'll have to do something else. Don't forget, we're gonna have game night this month. Game night this month. So yeah. Yeah, so Eddie is working like a crazy work schedule, y'all, for the next 2 weeks. So, our Married at First Sight gonna be late. Our videos during the week gonna be late. Then I got a 90-day fiance I need to watch because they said 90 days before the 90 days with Gino and Jasmine and some more people. So somebody hit us up in the DM and said, hey, it was really good. So I'm gonna watch that. Y'all, I don't know if y'all watch, what is it? Young, African, and Rich, something like that. Not in no order. But I did try to watch it, of course. Like I said, y'all, I've been sleepy for the whole weekend. And so I watched, we sleep, watch, and sleep. I mean, I like it that much. But them accents real strong, honey. Do I got to read the word? I mean, the accent is real strong. So sometimes, I know they put the words down there, but it's kind of like they talking fast and everything. So, like I said, I like it this much. But I don't think I like it enough to do a review on it. And plus, Ed ain't finna sit there and watch them episodes, child. We did, what is Love is Blind? I know we was late with it, but child, it ain't get that many views on our channel. So, and that was a task doing it. Although we enjoyed doing it together and watching it and stuff like that. But yeah. All right, on that note, y'all, I think that's all I got. Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys on the next video. Deuces.